Me and Jedi Rich are matching. He can film his tune after mine. He can put down to his own feet. That would look good. Moving your camera, yeah. We have matching Joy Rich shoes, K-Swiss. Joy Rich is our brand. We happen to have a clothing brand that has our two names combined. What married couple has that? Only the Jedi. So we got these kicks. It is, what is it? 109 now. Okay, it came down 1 degree. So maybe I could consider. Because the wind picked up and it did come down 1 degree from the time. But I got a sweaty hat. I got swass, which is sweaty ass. Oh, I got my new shoes. I got balance.
What do they say?
So they say Joy Rich. Me and Jedi Rich are matching. He can film his tune after mine.
The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song, he sweeps along.
Okay, let me bring you guys over here. While I bring this stuff over, hold on. I think Annette's in the shower. So Gloria's already looking forward to dancing tonight, which is really good because she wasn't feeling good this week, so I'm happy to hear she wants to go dancing. Everyone's getting along great now in our family, so everybody thinks me and Gloria don't get along like crazy. That's not the case anymore. We all get along great around here. That was only when we first got here. We were doing a lot of stuff. But now, everybody gets along great around this household. We asked the ladies if they wanted to go to the parade this morning. There's a little parade over here for 4th of July. They're like, no. We didn't know what they were going to say. Like, you want to go? They're like, no. It's funny, you never know what Gloria and Annette will want to do, you know. Sometimes like, oh yeah, and others are like, no. I'm glad they like answer honestly, you know. That's a good thing about both of them. They answer honestly, like some people will just go along, you know, because like they want to please people. But Gloria and Annette will like honestly be like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna go soak this one. This one's really dirty. These are the bangers. These make it a dab rig instead of a bong. So you add this and it's like becomes like a dab rig. So you could do concentrate, or you put this one on for a bong, or you put this one on for a bong. Oops. Got these little attachments, see? Pretty cool. This is called Air, H-E-I-R. But their website is smokeair.com. So I'm gonna go soak this one. I'm gonna put my bong going here. I just cleaned it. I love it when it's clean. I hate doing a bong hit in the morning with a dirty bong. Richard always does it that way. And I'm always like, nah, I gotta clean it first. So waste. My cleaner's pretty good. So Richard got Casper these, they're called Timothy Hay cubes. I don't know why they call them cubes. They're little balls. Oh my Lord. Casper is going nuts for those. I'm like, I hope there's nothing bad. Richard said, no, they're just Timothy Hay. I'm like, he seems to like them too much. Usually if he likes something that much, it's not good for him. But he is going nuts for those things. So Casper's doing, he's sleeping right under the bed, but he had some of those this morning. Oh man. We are low on weed. I think we're down to just the scraps. We gotta go get weed today. Oh, I got a little here. Oh yeah, I got a little of that tan jello left here. I grinded yesterday. So the Mets won yesterday. Woohoo! 3-2, I think it was. Good game. Nimmo got another home run, which is good, which I bet on, but we didn't get most of our bets because all the other things didn't occur. But we have been winning some bets, losing some bets. You know, it kind of pans out. We watched Leaving Las Vegas last night. You know, we've seen it like a million times, but we finally watched it again. Oh, wow. It's such an interesting movie. So sad, though. But yeah, it really makes me think about my alcohol. And you know what, you guys? It is really difficult when you're as big of an alcoholic as me to come off the alcohol, because it's not like a
Happy 4th, everybody.
It's like I
don't mind me.
Like when I came off the alcohol, today is like the first day I'm feeling good, and this is like 9 days into it. Because I don't know, it messes with your body so much. And I was definitely losing my body in the sense of like I had no shape left. Like I wasn't fat, but I was like no shape, because like I like normally having like a fit stomach. It became like a blob. But I'm going back to New York in August. I want to be there for my mom's birthday, which is August 26th, because I've been there before on my mom's birthday, and I'm always there on my mom's anniversary of her death, and I was there for my brother's birthday. No, the brother's anniversary of his death, sorry. His birthday's in September. I don't know, I just like being in New York during those times, because I don't know, there's just all these... The people that died in New York, there's just a lot of ghosts, if you believe in that, in that city. So when you're there, it's kind of, I don't know, a good time to connect with your loved ones, if you're into that kind of thing. And I fully believe in that. People are like, oh, your loved ones are gone. I'm like, really? Then you haven't lost one, because I know mine aren't gone. They talk to me all the time. Not like this audible, well, kind of. But people get confused when they hear that you say, like, your loved ones are talking to you, like you're crazy, where it's like, oh, my mom's like, you know, like. But it's more like a feeling, but it is a little bit her voice now, too. But early on, it wasn't her voice, because I couldn't handle it. If I heard my mom's voice, I would just lose it, like, because I was so, it was so emotional for me. But now I can hear her voice, and I don't get so worked up. But, yeah, I know 100%. I kind of feel that, like, your loved ones get a choice of where they go for the next life, like, in the sense of, like, do you want to stay with your loved ones, or do you want to go on to the next place? And some of them say, I want to go on, those ones that didn't really like you. Probably have some relatives that did that, on my dad's side. But on my mom's side, I feel they all stayed with me. And I really feel that. When I go to New York, it's just like the presence is so strong. And when I watch the Mets games, I mean, I started crying when I was watching the Mets games and stuff.
That's weird.
Well, it was such a big deal for my
very
family.
Emotional for you.
Yeah, no, like, if you could think of, like, one word that would define your family, like, I don't know, it could be any word. It could be a food, it could be anything. The one word for my family would be the Mets. I mean, it's like my family, like, lived and breathed the Mets. And I never was that into baseball. I was always into football, which was always an argument with my mom. Like, football sucks, baseball's the best game, and I always didn't agree with her. But now I fully agree with her. Oh my God, you guys, I am so fascinated by baseball. If you guys have not watched, if you guys say baseball is not a cool sport or not a sport or these guys are not athletes or anything like that, then you've never watched enough baseball. Because baseball players are phenomenal athletes. They're like ballet dancers out there doing their stuff. It's like insane. Like, they're phenomenal.
Okay, hold on. Give them the full context, because this is a little bit of family dynamics, because your father did work for the 49ers, which drew you into football.
Yeah, my dad worked at Sierra College when I was 4 years old, and in 1989. And that's where the 49ers did their, I think it was like their spring training. They would do their spring or summer, I don't remember. And my dad was the mail delivery guy for the college, and like the postman for the college. And he was backing up the mail truck one day, and almost ran over Joe Montana. Joe Montana had to jump out of his way, and my dad jumped, oh, I'm so sorry, Joe. And my dad's favorite quote that Joe said was, it's all right, Mark, they pay me to get out of people's way. So my dad met all of the 1989 49ers, but my dad doesn't like sports. My dad only likes car racing and bicycle sports. So he didn't get any of their autographs, and I was only 4, so I didn't know. All of his coworkers have all the autographs of all the 1989 49ers. Not my dad. They're just football players. So when me and my sister got old enough to realize that my dad used to work for the 49ers, we freaked out, but we were too young at the time. And he ended up stopping work there because he ended up getting ill. He had to go on workman's comp. My dad got this thing called Meniere's disease. Have you guys ever heard of that? Where he would get dizzy out of nowhere and faint. And we used to have to go pick him up from work. We used to go there all the time. I never realized it was the 49ers. I was only 4 years old, So me and my sister became huge 49ers fans. Like, we were obsessed with the 49ers when we were pretty young girls. And my dad and mom didn't like football, but we would watch it all the time. And my mom would only watch baseball. But she didn't watch very much TV once, my dad left because she was just too busy. But my grandpa always watched the Mets. But my grandpa died when I was 10. So really, since I've been probably 10 years old, I haven't seen a Mets game because no one really watched it after that. After grandpa died, the family kind of fell apart. I don't know if I went to another family function after my grandpa died. I think that was the end of it. Because my grandma moved in with us when I was 10 for about 6 months to a year, I don't remember. And at some point, Brad pulled a gun on my mom and grandma, my stepdad, my wonderful stepdad. And so my grandma disowned my mom. And then I never saw her again until my mom's funeral. And then my grandma died in 2014 when I was in Vegas, I guess, yeah. And so I saw her at my mom's funeral, and that was it. But same with my mom's whole family, they just, I don't know, they all fell apart. After my grandpa died, the family really fell apart, and then when my mom died, it was like, her other siblings went nuts, my uncle's nuts, and my other aunt was already nuts. My one aunt has schizophrenia, my Aunt Kathy. I lived with her for a short time after my mom died, but living with her is not, she's just nuts. So I remember I lived with her for a short time because she was living in Vancouver, Washington. And she had a daughter, my cousin Sherry, I was helping take care of her. She's pretty young. My aunt ended up having a daughter, her only child was when she was 43. So her kid was way younger than the rest of us. But anyways, I never talked to my aunt about my mom's death the whole time I lived with her because she's too crazy. But then I ended up calling her in 2021 or 2022. And she told me all this stuff that I didn't know, and I'm like, why didn't you tell me that when I lived with you? All this stuff that about Brad that I didn't know. That makes me wonder, if he was involved. And I'm like, all that time I lived with you, you could have let me know these things, but she's just nuts. So she didn't tell me so my mom died in 2005, and she didn't tell me that information until 2022. I was like, that information would have been helpful yesterday. But she's nuts, so. My aunt's really nuts. She just screams all night at her husband and daughter, all night long. When you live there, she just screams all night long, wacko. But she's really religious. Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna do a bong hit real quick.
Yeah. Okay. Let me move this out of the way.
And then I'll take it back.
You got it. Okay.
And blow my nose too. Oh yeah, boogers can come in. Do you want me to make you breakfast?
Yeah, we can do a little breakfast thing. Sure.
Here.
Let me flip this thing off. I'll flip it over here. I'll leave the door open so you know.
Okay. You flip it so you know my bong hit. I'm gonna do this one. This is the Tangelo flour. It's just a little bit left. That's all we have. The rest we have is just our HFF premium blend, which is scraps. We got HFF premium blend. It's just the scraps. Which we get the scraps from having this wonderful tray. If you guys are weed smokers, invest in one of these trays, and it'll save you so much because then it falls in there when you're grinding it, and you pour it back into a jar. Is it on you?
Okay, I'll put it on me now.
Okay, 5 seconds here. Is it on you?
It is.
Okay.
Hello. Hey, what's up, family? Happy 4th of July. For those,
Hello. Hey, what's up, fam?
Whoa. For those that knew, my name is Jedi Rich. That's my wife, Jedi Joy, and we are the Healthy Family Force. You guys probably met the people in the room. You got Matthew T, one of the old-time moderators there. You got Joe Mama, a.k.a. Jared, Trigger Man. You've got Nightbot, which is basically my best friend. I mean, no, I'm not gonna play. Even though this is just a prop. I'm not. This is not gonna be like one of those Johnny. What is that guy? Johnny Hazard in Las Vegas? No, I'm not doing that stuff. I'm just chilling, hanging out, saying hey to all my friends. Joy's doing. Joy, hey, if you guys got some, smoke it. It's 4th of July, man. Yeah. Again, my name is Jedi Rich. Welcome to Jedi Joy Rich Show.
Yeah, I'll start breakfast.
You back?
I'm gonna start breakfast. So
All
yeah.
right, breakfast time with Jedi Joy. We're gonna cook. We're cooking in the bathroom. Come on, let's check out what's going on over there.
Yeah, help me get. I'm gonna go get the stuff, and you help me.
Okay, sure will.
Get the lighting.
Yeah, let me get on that for you. Why not? Cook in the bathroom. Okay, I'm gonna go help her right now.
Yeah, figure out where you want to put this, and then I'm gonna get the burgers. You guys. So Richard went shopping last night. Super helpful. So I haven't been shopping in a long time. There's no need for me to go tempt myself.
Yeah.
And also, it's just a good way for Richard to know I'm not drinking, because I don't leave the house.
You don't even trust yourself.
I do trust myself, but it's more like one of those things like, I feel like every time if I were to go, he'd have to worry, like, did she get alcohol or something? And if you guys are like, oh, what about that little thing? That little thing didn't work, that little breathalyzer thing. And I tried to return it. It's not returnable. Piece of junk. Things stopped working. You remember that little thing I had?
I do.
This is how it stopped working. It would say I hadn't had any alcohol when I knew I had alcohol. And I was like, this is ridiculous. I mean, so it was not, I mean, I could have kept using it in the sense you guys would have thought I never was drinking. But I found that to be inaccurate.
You should give it a bad review.
Yeah, because I literally drank in New York and then I blew into the thing and it said 0, but I was like, oh, this thing doesn't work. This is ridiculous.
Can you Yelp about that?
This thing doesn't work. This would actually get someone very in trouble if they thought they were relying on it to drive their car. That could really hurt someone.
Not good.
Yeah, they think they're fine and then they get pulled over by a cop and they're like, my breathalyzer said I was fine. Well, not the cops one. You know what I mean? So it was bad. I think that's a very bad device. And it was like $100 and non-returnable. Like, this is BS. What a scam. Don't ever buy one of those. Sorry if we told you to. You know, we think a product's good until you have it longer. Like that Bizzle vacuum. What a piece of junk. That thing broke already. I mean, it works for the attachment. So I use 2 vacuums. Because we got a new one, which we might return that one too. It's not that great. Say what? Well, we did vacuum up too much of Casper's, what do you call it? His bedding, but it should be able to handle that. You know what I mean? Cause, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we vacuumed up too much bedding. Let me go get the burgers. Richard, would you like me to make you a steak? She's not even here.
She's not here. Oh, yeah.
No, they got.
Burger's fine.
You don't want a steak right now?
Not right now. I just want some organic beef.
Okay.
Unless we don't have that.
No, we haven't now.
Yeah.
No, I'll make you burgers.
I'll make my steak. Right, I'll eat the
He's in New York Steak.
Yeah. Hey, Paul Moss
I
says
thought-
hi. Paul Moss is here's Paul Moss.
Hi, Paul Moss. Hello, Paul Moss. PM. Okay, we're gonna do the steak first. So we're not doing organic steaks. Those are way too expensive these days. So this one is just a conventional, which it was $8.15. Isn't bad. It's in New York. Hey, did I tell you guys? Yes, I did. I'm going back to New York. Rich, you need to start planning that trip. I'm telling you, it's gonna be sooner than later. I can already tell. It's gonna have to be because Vegas is just not good during summer. I don't know if you guys know that. Summer has always been the worst time for Vegas because I'm not taking this to me. It's driving me nuts. Summer is the worst time for Vegas as far as it's too hot. So no one wants to be here. And it's just, I don't know, it's Vegas in summer. It's like, Vegas is always nice, you know, most of the time of year, like it's really nice weather, but summer's the one time when Vegas is not nice. Like that's when people leave Vegas is during summer. It's like miserable during summer here if you're not used to it. See, baby, I think we have a little olive oil left, just a little bit for me. Just enough, good. Just enough to get this job done here. All right. So, can you see everything?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I didn't really want to wear this skimpy shirt, but there's my only one that.
USA shirt?
Yeah, I was like, "Argh." So then I put the jacket on, but the jacket's driving me nuts, so whatever. I wasn't really ready to wear this yet. I'm trying to get my body back. It's been a little bit rough after all the alcohol I drank. You know what, you guys? Alcohol is one of the worst things you can do for your body. As far as like, if you're trying to be fit, drink a bunch of alcohol, and anything you're doing, just down the toilet. Like I could have eaten all beef there, but if you drink alcohol, it no good. It ruins it. So we're gonna put some olive oil in there, and then we're gonna cook up this.
Hey, Space.
New York
Hey,
State.
listen. We got a funny new follower. Very creative. Space Explode. Space Explode.
Space explode. All right.
No, SpaceX Dude. SpaceX Dude.
Oh, SpaceX dude, that works. Welcome, SpaceX man. When we, well, right before we went to the cave, there was this guy. I think his name was like Mikey Wax or something like that.
Oh, right.
He did this space song, and we were tripping out because we already thought that, you know, we'd filmed the UFOs or, you know, whatever that was on my mom's anniversary, and then we're like, Richard had met Dr. Robert, and now this guy has this space song, and he like retweeted our thing and everything. We were just like, oh, it's like, we literally thought that the aliens were coming for us, and we were not on drugs. It's weird. Have you ever filmed something like that? The people that do experience like these UFOs, and you go, oh, so now you feel UFO? Yes, it was, because a UFO is just an unidentified flying object, so we didn't know what it was, and no one has told us what it was. So it was a UFO. Didn't mean there was like green men on there, but maybe there were. But anywho, we were convinced they were coming for us because we're in Las Vegas. We're like, it's Area 51 here. Oh man, this is great. And so that's primarily why we went to the cave, honestly. And we were sober. We weren't even smoking weed because when we got to the cave, it was like we didn't do anything. We just actually ate really healthy. And we drank a lot of coffee then. We're caffeine addicts, that's true. But we brought our Chemex up there. You guys ever do a Chemex? It's the best, where you just put the filter and you pour the hot water over the grounds and they come through. Oh, we brought that up to the cave. That's just how do you make coffee? Yeah, that's how we did it, because you don't need to plug it in. You just have to heat up the water on a little Coleman stove, and we poured it over the grounds. Yeah, we would make like 10 pots of coffee living in the cave.
Hey, what are you cooking in the bathroom?
I am cooking a New York steak in the bathroom. Is that weird? So I'm gonna go to New York again in August. I'm excited. Tell Richard, you better start looking for my hotels. He enjoys doing that. But,
I'm gonna get on that this week.
Yeah, I enjoy it too because he looks for them, and then he asks me if I like them. But I used to do all the picking of the hotels when we lived there, but I got so tired of looking at hotels in New York because we used to do it on bookings, and I would spend like countless hours because I would try to find new places, and I'd have to read all about them too because we had, we were like certain things to be certain, and some of them had weird deposits, had weird rules, and it was so exhausting. Like, because I was trying to always find like good deals for us and stuff. So now I'm like, you could do it now, because I did it for a whole year, finding us new hotels every couple of days. It was fun though. It was really fun in living in New York, but exhausting. I'm glad I live in Vegas, but I'm glad I get to go to New York, because when I left New York, I was really sad and depressed, and I didn't think I was ever going to go back, and that's what made me sad. But now that I get to go back, it's like, oh, this is great. So yes, I'm cooking in the bathroom. Could cook in the kitchen. Literally no one's cooking right now in the kitchen, but I don't know. I've kind of gotten used to cooking in the bathroom, and Gloria's kitchen is so dirty that I was like, eh. So let's give this a flip. Maybe it's time. Oh yeah, look at that. Huh? Weirdly, I have gotten used to cooking in like areas like this because we did it for so long that it's almost weird for me to cook in a kitchen. Like, because like in New York, I'll often cook in the hotel room still. I had my little George Foreman, which I left at one of the hotels. Oh well, maid got a little Foreman grill. We returned the one Rich got me. I didn't like that here because it felt like it drained all of the like good oils out. Because some people want super duper lean. You don't necessarily need super duper lean when you're. Sorry, there's hairs on me driving nuts. Can you feel them on you? Ugh. Are you gonna make her one? It doesn't sound like she wanted one yet. I think you're overfeeding her. I think she'll want one when she wants one. We have another one out there for her, so. And Gloria has two huge ones out there too. I don't even know. Did she make one this morning?
Yeah.
Did Gloria make a steak this morning? Oh. What did she make? There's like 2 huge steaks out there, and we have another steak in the back. We got a lot of steaks right now. She's just been buying this. I am cooking in the bathroom because I like to. No, I'm just kidding. So I live here with my mother-in-law because we were taking care of the house. People like to think that we're taking advantage. It's ridiculous because I pay for everything. Just silly. Pay for everything, and I cook in the bathroom. They're like, oh, when you take Gloria's bedroom. One thing, this room was uninhabitable, and Gloria has always been staying in the living room. That's what she thought, because she watches TV all day. Even before we were here, she slept on the couch. But we're actually getting Gloria a new bed on Prime Day. They're a little better bed than the one she has out there. Yeah, you're about done, I think. It's a big one. Don't want it to be too. Couple more minutes. Richard hates it overcooked, but also if you pull it off too soon, it's like really ruins it because it's just so rare. And if you try to put it back on, it's not gonna work out. But it's really hard for me to tell with these huge steaks because I don't usually cook these big ass steaks. Like I used to do the organics, which are small and didn't have bones in them. But I think this guy is done. I think he's done. So let me find out what's going on. Hold on. Rich, are you wanting the steak or no? You want burgers? Okay.
Hey, Joanne, join the club.
Oh, thank you, Joanne. Hey, my name is Joy, Anna. It's very similar. Which, my family didn't realize, like, they didn't do that on purpose. the joy was because I was only 17 minutes of labor. I was supposed to be Matthew. My family was very religious, and they weren't going to find out ahead of time. They just knew that God was giving them a boy. Who were they wrong? So everyone was mad. My grandpa was all mad. Not my mom's dad, and not my dad's side, because it's all grandbabies, grand-girl babies on my dad's side. I have all girl cousins. There was like 7 girls before there was a boy. So I was number like 6, I think. So they were like, I'm tired of another girl. There's a lot of girls. And so my grandpa didn't even come to see me once my dad called. So my dad went to go call everybody to say my mom was in labor. And then he came back and he missed, I was already born. Like he was making a phone call. Like, oh, she's already born. And then, oh darn, I'm going to call everybody to say it's not a boy. So they named me Joy. And then the Anna was because I guess some little girl asked my mom to name her daughter Anna. And she didn't do that. So she did the middle name or something, but that's the story. Okay, I'm going to make my burgers here. We got some 85-15. I usually like the 90-10, but Richard got these from Albertsons yesterday. They don't have higher percentage for the organics, which is alright once in a while to do a little extra fat. On this diet, it's fine because you're doing no sugar. It's the carnivore diet. Carnivore, keto, whatever you want to call it. So I like to make the nibblers. So I just break it into...
Hey, a little shout out to my good friend Luz Anus. Luz Anus, how you doing?
There you go. Oh, I found my little seasoning. It was actually out in the front. Richard had left it out there. He's like, yay! A little of this seasoning left. This was the one we got from Amazon. It's not this. It's a different thing than this. This is just a container. But it's a really cool seasoning. I like it's got like all kinds of goodies in there. Nice flavor. Forget what it's called. Some Italian seasoning, I think. Okay, I'm going to cut into this. I'm scared. I hope it's not too rare or overcooked. I'm not even sure what it's going to be. Let's see. It's a mystery. It's way under. Shoot. And not done. Rich, we got to put this out there. I had a feeling I didn't cook it long enough. Richard? This one is too rare. So, should we go pop it in the...
Yeah, I'll put it up there.
Just pop it in maybe this, not even the come extra bake, just pop it in the pan for just a couple seconds. Pop it in maybe this, not even the come extra bake. Here you go. Because I was worried that I didn't cook it long enough. I'm really bad with these big steaks. It's way too rare. It's like raw in the middle. Yeah, just pop it in the, over there, because I got this other thing going. Unfortunately, I knew that was going to happen. I always mess up steaks because I get worried, because here's the deal. Richard really doesn't like things overcooked. Like, he'd rather have it be rare than overcooked. But then I end up making it kind of like almost raw, because it's like, oh, that's too rare. That's still mooing. No good. But with me, I often cook it right because I'm not so worried about overcooking it. You know, he does not like things overcooked. He prefer it like more on the rare side. I prefer it more on the cooked side. So I never mind if it's overcooked. I'm like, that's fine. He'll pop it out there in the kitchen. I mean, we can do that. When we need to, we can go pop it in the kitchen. We do have a kitchen. We just don't use it very often. But what are you guys doing for 4th of July? I don't know what we're doing. I don't think we're doing anything, actually. Glory's going dancing, I know that. So one year we went to Aspen for 4th of July. That was pretty fun. That was in 2016. And this is me and Richard's 13th 4th of July together. So yeah, we've been together for 13 years. 11 married, 13 together. So our first 4th of July was in Portland in 2012. We just hung around Portland all day. I remember we like bar hopped, so we were drinking back then. And then the next one we spent in Panama. But you know, they don't have it there. So, but we maybe acknowledged it on some level, probably not even really, because they don't have our 4th of July, you know what I mean? And then the next one was here in Vegas. I don't think I've ever really done too much for 4th of July. I'm trying to think, except for the Aspen. But yeah. We tried to like go down, like last year I think we tried to go down there and film a bit by the strip. We filmed the Sphere I think last year. So 4th of July was my dad's favorite holiday, which meant when they lived in LA, like they got like the crazy fireworks. Like they'd get their neighbor would go down to Mexico and get all these illegal fireworks, and like their street was not strict about it because they had like a bunch of cops that lived on the street. So they basically like let like anybody on our street just like let off all these illegal fireworks, because fireworks are legal in where we were in Los Angeles. There it was in Lakewood, but not the ones from Mexico, the big ass ones. So they would allow it on our street. So we would have these crazy 4th of July parties on the street when I lived in LA. I only lived in LA for a short time, but my dad lived there since I was like 10, I guess. So I would go down there for the summers. So I spent a lot of 4th of July in LA. Yeah, because I moved down there when I was 16. But anyways, then I went in the Air Force when I was 17. But I'm trying to think of what we did in the Air Force for 4th of July. I can't even remember. People are always like, how do you not remember? I'm like, the Air Force has been like 20 years for me. 20 years. I joined when I was 17. I'm now 40. And my mom died. Like, it was a super horrific death while I was in the Air Force. So, like, a lot of it became a blur to me. Like, I'm starting to kind of piece back some memories. But, yeah, a lot of it's gone. Because when you go through a really traumatic thing, sometimes you forget things. So now I'm kind of finally starting to kind of remember some of my Air Force stuff more, but yeah, I don't remember that much because it was kind of overshadowed by like the worst event in my entire life. And it also got tainted because they, grounded me, and I hated that. People think that I got a dishonorable discharge. No, I have an honorable discharge. I spent 4 years. I just got grounded my last 6 months because I was a flyer. And so literally it says on my DD-214 flyer no, because I lost my flying status because they were worried about me because of my mom, which wasn't really fair. So like my mom's actions made them ground me. It wasn't my actions. They were like, oh, her mom did this, so we better watch her, which I didn't think was fair. So I got really mad at the military. So I really wanted nothing to do with them for a long time either, and I didn't talk about the military or anything. And my sister hated the military, so she never wanted me to talk about it. And she'd get mad if I talked about it when I got out of the military. If I talked about anything in the military, she'd be like, my friends are not into the military, so please stop talking about the military. They don't want to hear about that. So I didn't talk about it for many years. And then the job I do, I don't talk about it. I don't ever tell anybody. It would just be weird. What? So people always talk about their military service to me, and I just say thank you for your service, and I never talk about mine. That would just be weird. There's a handful of people that know all about me from my job that know, but like new people don't. That would just be weird. Yeah, so I'm an Air Force vet. What? This is weird. Especially there's a lot of guys that try to like be like brag with their military stuff, and I always laugh because they're like, oh yeah, I'll brag, and I never say that I was in the military. Oh, that's so great. All right, so I'm gonna put some cayenne pepper on top of this.
Okay.
Did you get it done? Is it?
It's cooking out there.
Okay.
Listen, okay, so we got at noon today, we got Yankees versus the Mets.
That's right. Oh, geez.
Okay?
Come on, we
So
gotta take down Aaron Judge.
We got Hageman is pitching.
Oh. I don't.
Justin, his name is Justin, which is your brother's name.
Yes. Justin Hageman.
Justin Hageman.
I think I've seen him once.
Over 3.5.
I was gonna say yes.
Okay, do over.
But don't be telling them all of our bets, because we never win if we tell them all of
Is
our
that
bets.
the way? Are you superstitious like that?
No, I wasn't until I realized we've never won if we told them our bets.
So you're blaming them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm blaming their negative, like people and their negative, nah, it's fine.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't really care.
Okay. Here, okay. Do we want to talk about this or not?
Yeah, it's fine. I don't care.
So let's see. Do you want to take your? Oh, we can always cancel later. So
I want the over.
Over for Justin. He'll get 4 strikeouts today. Okay. How many? Okay. This one I got yesterday. Do you? Okay, Marcus Stroman. I don't know about his picture. I'm not betting on that one.
No, I'll bet on the other team.
Okay. Now, anyone getting a home run today for the Mets?
Lindor.
Whoa, really? Okay, I got it. What about for the Yankees?
No, I don't bet on those turds.
No, but sometimes you never know.
I don't want to bet on them.
But
That
makes
goes
it feel
against
better.
us.
It makes it feel better, though.
It's going against us. No.
Hey, B-Drop, just subscribe. B-Drop.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, B-Drop. Hats off to B-Drop.
Hats off to B-Drop. Don't forget about your steak out there.
No, it's on a timer.
Oh, you got it in the convection bake. I thought you put it on this.
No.
Sorry. Do you want me to make you a pound of burgers right now? Okay. Yeah.
Might as well. Okay.
Wait for that steak.
So here are your options. You got, for hits, you got Lindor, 2 hits. Limo, 2 hits. McNeil, 1 hit.
Okay.
Soto, 1 hit. Beatty, 1 hit.
Soto, 1 hit, and McNeil. I don't like them 2-hit ones. That's BS. Malarkey. They know they're getting 1 if they give them 2. And then they screw you over. Online betting is BS, but we don't feel like going in person. So we deal with it. But we won more when we went in person. They chip you on the online betting. They don't let you bet for the things that are actually going to win. I'm like, oh, I can't bet 1 hit because that guy's going to get 1 hit. You got to bet 2 hits for him. Half the time they would never let me bet on Acuna.
Okay, they're not letting you take that. They're not letting you take the pitcher bet with the hits.
All right, get rid of it then. That's fine.
I don't.
That's a good sign because I don't know this pitcher very well. I think I've only seen him once. Hageman.
So you think McNeil's getting a home run?
No.
Lindor's getting a home run.
Lindor.
Okay.
I'm going to go get your burgers.
And then you want to tie that with
I want McNeil hit and
Soto.
Soto hit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. I'll make you some burgers.
Yeah, I'll do a pan. I got that steak cooking up here.
Yeah. Yeah, you could split some in that. I'm gonna make him some burgers now because that steak fiasco. All right. I knew I was gonna mess up that steak. I'm not good with those bone-in steaks and those conventional ones because they cook differently than the organics. Organics cook much quicker. Those ones are weird. So we're gonna do another round of burgers here in the bathroom.
Turn it into a song?
Sure. Cooking in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Alright, we need to get olive oil.
Olive oil today? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Here, my fortune from yesterday. What does it say? Keep your courage up and it will keep you up. Alright. Is that for men or for women? I think that's for men. Okay, Richard likes actual burgers, not nibblers, so make some burgers. Happy 4th of July! We're making hamburgers. We make hamburgers every day. Every day is 4th of July. Barbecue around here.
Joanne, you just sent a $2 super chat for Casper.
Hey, thank you. Thank you, Joanne. Do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Get down tonight. Do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Get down tonight. There we go. Thank you, Joanne. Casper loves that. We'll get him more of them treats. Oh, he loves them. I'm worried there's something in it because whenever Casper likes something too much, I get worried because I'm like, oh gosh, it probably has sugar. Which is, no, it's just Timothy Hay. He just likes to crunch it. It's supposed to be good for his teeth and everything. He's loving it. He's like in heaven with them little balls. He had a couple this morning and we were eating one his carrot, which is great. So I'm like, good, we'll get rid of the carrots now. We're only giving him a tiny bit of a carrot a day. Now those balls will replace that. He don't want the carrots, so it's perfect. Because we're trying to get him to lose some weight. We have been really cutting back. He is losing some weight. He's getting more active, but he sure does like to eat, that little guy. Ever since he got neutered. There's no drive for living, just eating. So sad. So I was watching Squid Game last night, season 3. It's getting good. I actually was getting tired of that show, but now I'm liking the end of season 3. It's getting good. Watching it again. That show. So disturbing at times, but a good show. They have one of those experiences in New York, the Squid Game. Really funny. It's probably like I don't know how it works, but it's more like the Beast Games kind of thing. That is a crazy show. Isn't it crazy that, I would never do that. I would never continue. I don't know. I'm not someone that thinks I should live over someone else. Like, also that self-defense thing. Well, you were going to die. I was like, I would have just let someone kill me. Like, I don't need to kill someone who's killing me. I could just let them kill me. Like, I don't know. I would just rather go than kill someone else. I don't know. That's always how I felt. So that show is just a crazy concept for me. Because these people are just like killing all these people just for money. I'm like, that is just crazy. I don't know. Money's just not that important to me. I'm not someone that's that into money. If we didn't have to have money, I'd be happier if it could just be like where we just traded, like the Native Americans did. Because I'm part Native American. People like get mad, oh, you're only a little bit Native American. I'm like, I don't care if I'm only a little bit. It's significant to me because it's something in your soul when you're more one with nature and stuff. And like animals are so attractive to me. My whole life it's been like other people's animals come to me. People get mad. They're like, why does my animal like joy better? I don't know. I was like, animals are drawn to me since I was a very young girl. I've always had my pets were awesome to me, and then when I'd give them to other people, because I've always had to move or something and give away my pets, which sucks. But he never liked the other people as much. It was like, your animal sucks with me. I'm like, well, I don't like you, sorry. But yeah, my old dog, I had to give to my dog Charlie. He was a Shih Tzu. I had to give him to my grandparents when I went in the Air Force, and my dad and stepmom wanted me to give it to them because they had given me the dog, but they were not going to be good for him, so I gave him to my grandpa, and he loved my grandpa. But when my grandpa was in the hospital, like the dog was so depressed. I was living up there at the time. They had to bring me back over. Because only me and Grandpa were the only one that could like get the dog to like eat or go to the bathroom or anything, like when one of us was gone. So Grandpa was in the hospital, and so they made me go just to go help the dog. They're like, Joy, you got to go help Charlie. He won't like go to anyone, but we know he'll go back to you. And so I did. I hadn't seen him in years, and I went and helped him. And the dog just went nuts. He saw me. He was so happy. I mean, that dog was like, we were buddies. He was like me and the bunny. I feel very similar with Casper, with my dog Charlie. He was I didn't have him very long because I only got him when I was 16, and then I went in the Air Force when I was 17. So I had him about a year, and then I gave him to my grandpa. He died in 2014. I was actually really sad when I found out my dog died. More sad than when I found out my grandma died. It's crazy. And he was a sweetie. But I knew that I made the right choice because my grandpa took him everywhere. Like, that dog rode in the car everywhere. He had his little head out the window, and it was so cute. And my dad and stepmom like would have totally neglected him and stuff. But they were so mad. I got this huge fight with my dad and stepmom about it because I wanted to give him to my grandpa. And they were like, no, we gave you the dog, so you don't have a right to choose who you give him to. I'm like, well, you gave him to me, so I do. He's my dog now, so I do get to choose. And I'm leaving him with grandpa, and they're like, I mean, it was this huge fight. Huge fight. But I won. Ultimately, I'm like, you gave me the dog, so it's my dog, and I want to leave him with grandpa, not with you guys, because you guys, like, for one thing, my stepmom would hit him with shoes if he bit the shoes, and I don't like that. I don't think you should ever hit an animal, ever. She thinks that it's like, was like a good disciplinary thing, like if he ate your shoes, you should hit him with the shoes, and I was like, no, I don't want that. I don't want you hitting him with shoes, and I don't like you guys having my dog. They were so mad. And it all worked out. So my dog had a great life with grandpa. And that's the grandpa that's still alive. That grandpa is an asshole to people, but animals. Like, he's better with animals. My dad's the same way. My dad is better with animals than people. My dad loves cats. And like, his cats are like obsessed with him. It's a weird thing, like, but like his cats don't like anybody else. It's weird. But we had a lot of animals when I was young, but not at my mom's. My mom doesn't like animals, but my dad loves animals. So that's what probably the Native American thing is. I'm saying my dad is Native American, my mom's not. And so at my dad's, we had like 5 dogs, like 5 cats, 10 chickens, 2 rabbits, and a rat, and 2 hamsters. All these animals. It was like a farm over there. We used to get the eggs every day from the chickens. I never liked chicken. They would peck at you. But the bunnies were with the chickens. We kept them all in the same. So they were outside bunnies. We had Cinnamon and Sherman. But at my mom's, we never were allowed to have animals. I can kill Charlie, my dog. That was the first animal I was allowed to have since I was like, from the time I was like 5 to 16 was the first time I could have a pet at my mom's. And it's only because my stepmom dropped him off. So this is a crazy story. My mom and stepmom didn't speak for 10 years. They hated each other because my stepmom is the woman my dad had an affair with. So my mom didn't like her. And so she wasn't even allowed to step foot in the house for like 10 years. Like, she couldn't even use the restroom, like, I would be like, my mom's gonna freak out. So after 10 years of never speaking, one day she knocked on the door with my dog, and I was at school, and my mom opened the door and let Cher in, and they were sitting on the couch, and I came home from school. It was the weirdest thing I'd ever seen in my whole life. there was my mom and stepmom sitting on the couch like chatting, and I was like, did hell just freeze over? What is going on here? It was the weirdest thing. So crazy. But yeah, so they spoke for the first time, like 4 years before my mom died. It was the first time her and my stepmom had ever spoke. That was like the last time pretty much too. I did the dog thing and that was about it. They were not fond of each other. I don't like my stepmom, as you guys know. Okay, I'm gonna put a little cayenne. These are for Rich. Rich, your burger's done.
Oh,
Do you want him over there?
yeah, I'll eat in there.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna finish cleaning and then I'll eat mine in here.
Okay, I'll eat in here. I'll eat over there.
Yeah, okay. Here you go. Grab yourself a water. That was oily mess. Look at that. Dear Lord. These shorts are the worst. So, the biggest thing that kept me from drinking the last 9 days is that I want my body back. Like, while I was drinking, I was really packing on the weight in not the right spots. You know I'm thin and I don't mind putting on some weight, but you want it in certain spots. You don't want it in other spots, So I was packing on my belly and, my thighs and stuff, and then my double chin and stuff, and I'm like, that's not really where I want it, So I just was becoming kind of like more like a blob, I felt like, like my body was like less of a shape, more like a blob. And so every time I think about drinking, I'm like, just remember, ruined your body on top of everything else, you know what I mean? And that's a good reminder for me because I do like looking good and it's important for my job too. But what I figure is if I once in a while slip up in New York, well, if I only do that once in a while, then I can keep my body good and keep with my health. But I can't ever drink in Vegas because it's not a good lifestyle. It's very bad for you. And I hope I just stop drinking completely. But we've kind of accepted that I might drink in New York, but that I just won't drink in Vegas, except for maybe like 2 days afterwards like I did. But I'm hoping next trip I just don't drink. That would be nicer because it really did not make me feel good, and it's been really hard these last couple of days. Like I haven't felt good. I've been sleeping so much because you kind of lose like all your endorphins, I feel like, because like with me, alcohol is very euphoric, and so I'm like woo singing when I like have trouble even sleeping. It's really weird. It's very euphoric for me. Other people, alcohol is more mellows them out. For me, it's like I'm just like woo. It's definitely the thing I like the most. Richard doesn't really like alcohol, and it's never been like a thing like that for him, where he doesn't feel that like euphoria like I do. Like I don't know what it is in me and alcohol, and it's really bad for me. And so I feel like afterwards I really like do way more damage than I realize, you know what I mean, in that short time. So I'm really hoping I can stop putting myself through this torment. Well, that's what I'm saying. There's this contradiction of there's a part of me that wants to do this thing, but then there's part of me that doesn't want to do this thing, because it's like I really don't feel good the entire time I'm doing it, but there's just like something about it that I want to do. You know what I mean? It's like this weird. That's what I don't understand. It's like, because even when I'm drinking, I don't feel that good. So it's like, why do I think that I want to do this thing?
Is it possible though that it's possible you have anxiety and that just makes you feel less anxiety, but maybe there's other medication out there that
Yeah, I have insane anxiety. Yeah, that's the problem. When I'm in New York, I don't get enough weed. Here, I do my weed. In New York, I don't do enough weed. And I just won't, because I'm not... Richard is kind of like the weed guy. I'm not really one to, like, go get it that much on my own. Like, it's just not really... Like, I'm not going to go buy a grinder and buy... I'm just like... I just, you know what I mean? It's more... Like, I know how to do it. I don't know. Even if I had it in my room, I would just not do it. It's weird. But when I'm home, I really love it. I don't know. It's For one thing, you can't really smoke weed in the hotels. So right there, and then you have to be smoking outside, which I just feel weird smoking weed in public. I don't know, I feel like it's kind of like disrespectful to people that don't like weed, you know? Because it is a pretty strong smell. Oh, thank you. It's a pretty strong smell, you know, because I used to hate the smell of weed when I didn't smoke it. And so I try not to, like, put that on other people. But it is legal in New York to smoke in public. It's not legal here in Vegas. Smoke in public. You can smoke in your homes, but not in public.
Well, someone's asking, well, you go to New York, you drink, you come back, you get sober, and you go to... You said, what's the point of the cycle? The point of the cycle is you're getting paid.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting paid. Yeah, I'm not just going there to have fun. It's like, it helps me do my job, and most of my clients want me to drink with them, too, on top of it. And they pay me high dollars if I drink, and if I don't drink with them, they usually, you know, don't really want you to hang out that long. I don't know if you know that drinkers like other drinkers. So I miss out on a lot of business if I don't partake. And that's the thing. The biggest business is hanging out with people and just doing whatever they want you to do, like whether it be drinking or going to dinner or whatever. That's where the big money is. Just being in a room with someone for an hour is not where the big money is. It's the hanging out with lonely people. There's a lot of lonely people in New York. And they have a lot of money, and they will continually pay you. I usually just have to finally leave. They'll just like hour after hour after hour because they don't want you to leave because they're bored and lonely in New York, and they have enough money that they, you know, the money's not a problem. You're like, I'm done being here. One time I stayed for 7 hours with a client in New York, and I was like, I'm good. And he kept offering me more and more money every time for the next hour, because I'd be like, I kept telling him, I want to go. And it was actually, you know what, it was New Year's Day. Because he had called me at like 9 a.m. New Year's Day. And then I went over there, and then I stayed like all day. And I finally, after 7 hours, I'm just tired. Because I had stayed up all night too, because I was hoping to work. I actually didn't work New Year's Eve. I thought I was going to. And so we stayed up, and it ended up kind of being nothing. And then I'd just fallen asleep, and then this guy wanted to see me, and I was like, oh, geez. So I woke up, took a shower, and went there at like 9 a.m. and then stayed all day. So yeah, New York, a lot of money. And what's going on is, like, what's nice is now when I go to New York, I get everything taken care of. So then when I come home, I don't have to work as much. So I can kind of chill more here and work really hard there. I kind of like the contrast. But yeah. All right, let's move over here.
Where are we going?
Well, I was going to eat my burgers for a minute. But you're eating yours too, so I can talk to them for a minute.
5 minutes.
Yeah, I'll talk to them.
30 seconds.
And then, okay, let me move this.
We'll trade off.
Yeah, but I'll talk to you guys for a little longer. But yeah, the thing is, it's like anybody that makes a lot of money realizes sometimes you have to, what they call like wine and dine your clients. You know what I mean? So like people that come to Vegas that, you know, for these conventions might have to go out drinking or, you know, go to these dinners and stuff. And that's the thing with high dollar like deals. You usually have to have some schmoozing. That's what people don't realize. It's not like they don't just like anybody that, like, you know, makes like people don't just like that's the thing. That's how people get high dollars is by like spending time with their clients, whatever your job, whatever your business may be. So in Vegas, when dudes come for conventions, they have to go out and, you know, go out to these clubs and stuff. They might not want to. They might be guys that are sober, and they might have to actually go out drinking, you know, just to, you know, kind of entertain. And you say, oh, well, you don't have to drink. People don't like sober people when they're drinking. You can't pretend to drink with people that are drinking. It's like, and I mean, I've done the sober thing. You get way less money. You do. Yeah, if you don't have any drinks with the person, you'll get way less money because they get bored with you and they want you to leave because you're not like.
You really just they want people to hang. They go to shows.
Yeah, they go to shows, drinking. You know what I mean? It's like that's what they want. They don't want some like sourpuss. You know, like I'm just here for an hour and I'm not gonna drink and I'm gonna like okay, good, then go about your way. You know what I mean? So
now Now what they're trying to say is like, in order for you to do your job, you have to be on drugs or drunk.
No, not to do my job. No, we're just talking in New York to make the high dollars. No, in Vegas, I'm always sober in Vegas, and I've always been pretty much. There's only been a handful of times I was not sober when I worked in Vegas, and in Panama, same thing. Well, the first time, no, second time, and even the first 6 months in New York, I was completely sober. But I made barely any money. And we were like really scrounging for money. And then I started drinking with my clients, and it went a lot better. So anyways, people just want to like make all these excuses when these are the people that drink themselves, and they're acting like it's so terrible that Joy goes and drinks once in a while and makes a shit ton of money in Manhattan. Oh, how awful. Oh my God, what a horrible life I have. Get out of here. But these are people that are drinking or, eating sugar every day and being very unhealthy, and then they're like, how dare Joy be unhealthy for 2 weeks? That's so awful and tragic. It's really not. It's not.
So when are you planning to go back again? What's the strategy here?
I want to be there for my mom's birthday in August. Her birthday is August 26th. So just at some point.
For those that don't know, there are a lot of new people. They don't know.
Okay. So if you guys earlier I was talking about, my mom is from Long Island, New York, and I never got to go to New York with my mom. But my mom, lived and died in New York. It was that's all I ever heard about my entire life was New York and the Mets and everything. And she always wanted to go back, but could never afford to go back. And then she died. She, either killed herself or my stepdad shot her, one of the two. We don't know. But now when I go to New York, I get to experience what I heard about my entire life. Do you understand? When I go to New York, it's just like, oh, this is what I've been told about my whole life. This is everything everyone explained to me my whole life. So when I go there, it's just so home to me. And I feel at home, and everyone treats me like I'm a New Yorker. They just totally don't think I'm a tourist because I just fit in there. And all of the old timers love me when I go in, because I know how to treat I know how they want to be treated, a lot of people are rude, I know about tipping and, and having cash and stuff when you go to these little things and stuff, if you're going to go to one of those little carts. They hate when everyone's doing all this digital payment with everything and stuff, and there's just you do cash and you give them a little tip and stuff. There's little things like that they just love, and that's just the old school way of New York. And then, you talk to people and stuff, and everyone's so antisocial now. But when I was there last time, the coolest old man came up to me, the epitome of a New Yorker. This little man, bald guy, and he was in front of this place. I can't remember the name now, but he told me, he says, you have to have some of the pastries from here. This is the best pastries in the whole world. This is Julia Childs recommended this place or whatever. I didn't end up having the pastries, but he was going on and on, and then he showed me, funny enough, I shit you not, guys, he says, you have to get the pancake mix from this place. And he shows me the box. He was waiting for the store to open. Pancakes, of all things. He says, it makes the best pancakes ever. And he shows me the box, and he's like, but you have to make them this way. He's telling me all this stuff, and I'm like, I'm not gonna make pancakes. But it's just funny because the whole pancake thing. But the sweetest little guy, and he just latched on to he just had to tell me all about this place. I was walking by and I was like, oh, he said, I just had to tell you, you have to have this. And I never ended up going in there. But just little things like that. People always stop me in New York and tell me little things like that. And I'm I just feel really I don't know, New Yorkers really kind of gravitate to me because I'm a New Yorker at heart, even though I was born in California. Yeah. But I was raised by a New Yorker. So I totally act like a New Yorker.
Total New Yorker.
And when I'm on the plane and everything, everyone thinks they think I'm the one visiting Vegas. When I come when I come from New York, they're like, "Oh, have fun in Vegas." They think I'm when we fly from New York to Vegas, they don't think I'm coming home. They think I'm visiting from New York, you know what I mean? And then, when I go there, it just seems like I'm going back home, you know what I mean? And the only people that, know I'm a tourist are the hotels, because everyone else, when I'm in the stores, I look totally like a New Yorker, you know what I mean? I bring my bag, to, your reusable bags and everything, to go shopping, you don't be wasting the plastic and you don't even do plastic there, they just usually do paper. which paper is so bad because it rains, bring your reusable bag. Because what you'll get is paper bags, and then it'll start pouring down rain on you. And you're holding your groceries, imagine, and it's pouring down rain on a paper bag. Not good. That's why I bought an umbrella one time when I was there, because I was like, oh no, I didn't have a reusable bag. And I was like, this is bad. Like, it's pouring down rain. All my groceries are going to fall through the bottom of this bag.
Hey, Jared.
Hey, Jared. They do plastic at some places, but like Whole Foods doesn't do plastic. Only paper, and I think like CVS and like Walgreens only do paper bags. But like the little markets will do plastic.
Hold on. Joe D is here. Joe D was here back.
Oh, you put that weird stuff on me again.
Oh, you don't like it?
Maybe
Weirdo.
Weirdo.
I noticed it.
I didn't look.
Well, I was trying to fix your thing. Never mind. I thought it looked good. Okay,
This is weird makeup on
She
me.
hates the filters.
Weirdo.
I thought it was funny. I had a hat on earlier.
I didn't even know.
Yeah. My bad.
Let me see how it looks without.
Turn it up. Okay, anyways.
Let's
Joe
see.
D, yeah, we'll do sleep streams, bro.
Is that the one that used to want the microphone?
Yeah, I think so.
God.
Joe D, ask him.
Okay, you put Philip back on. Yeah, I look better. I look bad today.
I thought it looked good.
I didn't put any makeup on. Help me out.
Does that help?
Yeah, there you go.
Joe D, ask Joe D if that...
I rarely wear makeup, but sometimes I'll put some face powder on. But, I really have not been looking good since I started drinking. This is the thing I have to keep telling myself is like, it's really my decision when I go back to New York whether I drink or not. I might not. I haven't always drank when I went to New York. Like, not every trip. That just started in November that I started doing that. And then I did November trip, and then the January and March and June trip. But each one got like progressively more. Like it was like the November I only drank a little bit, and then and then like this last one I drank the whole time. So I'm really hoping I don't this time. And I know we've been watching a lot of these movies about like how terrible alcohol is.
How old are you, Joy?
40. I'm 40. I turned 40 in March. Yeah, this is me and Richard's 13th 4th of July. Did you know that?
13th, 4th of July. Okay, what did we do our first one?
Our first one we were in, I talked about this earlier. Our first one we were in Portland, Oregon, and we just bar hopped the whole time. Remember that?
We'd only been together like a month or two.
We got together in April, yeah.
April.
And
did we go all the way to across that bridge?
yeah, we went to St. John.
Oh, to St. John's in that bar over there? Was that?
Yeah, that's St. John's bar, yeah.
Why is it? That is so funny. That is one of my only memories of drinking in part like that bar. It's like
At St. John's bar. Was that when I had that red and black hat? Was that 4th of July? No, that was
No, that was the end of summer.
That's when we went to the east side.
You were the east side, yeah.
And we went over there, yeah. Those little hoity-toity little bars over there. Anyways, then the next one was in Panama, which they don't have 4th of July there. But I don't know if we acknowledged it at all. I don't even remember.
Huh. Good point, yeah.
Yeah.
We'd have to check their footage of it.
Yeah, I don't remember if we acknowledged it in any
I
way.
think they might have because I think they celebrated it. First of all, they did
I can't
fireworks.
remember. But we watched a lot of American news
Okay,
when we were over there.
but the thing is about Panama is Panama was a party town. Every weekend they did fireworks.
Oh yeah, they're like Gloria, where they're dancing every Friday. So at this one hotel we stayed at, it was the Best Western.
Every weekend they did fireworks. Remember?
Yeah, every weekend, every Friday there was fireworks at like midnight. But there would be like people gallivanting in the street. Man, Panama was amazing in 2012 to 2013. It was terrible in 2020. They destroyed their country with COVID. But hopefully it's coming back, but I don't think so because they've ruined all of their casinos. They used to have like 5 to 10 casinos, and then like
Hundreds of girls were.
and they were like pretty profitable. And then their country before the pandemic raised the taxes on all the casinos. So I know like anywhere from 3 to 5 of them went out of business. And then during the pandemic, even more went out of business. So they were down to like only like 2 casinos left, I think, in their whole country or something. But I don't know what they have now. This was like in 2020. But the biggest, the funnest, the most fun casino that we used to go to was called Veneto, which is like similar to Venetian, because when we got here, we used to go to Venetian all the time. And that's, Richard's family is all connected with the Venetian.
So
but we'd go to this one called Veneto, and this is where all the girls would hang out. And I tried to do that one time there. It was a mess. I was like, no. We started doing it online, and I can't do this. Just trying to meet people in the bar didn't work for me. But That was the coolest place because they had sports betting there too. And so I would bet on the 49ers. That was when the 49ers were really close to going to the Super Bowl. I think they made it to the game before the Super Bowl that year. But I was betting at their casino there. We had fun there. And they had this amazing pool. But you weren't really supposed to go to the pool unless you were a guest, but somehow we always went there. I don't remember how, did we sneak in?
No.
Or did we pay? Oh, you could pay. You could get a cocktail.
No, that's what I'm saying. You go up there.
Yes, you could buy a cocktail. Yeah, you could buy a cocktail and then you could go to the pool. That's what it was. So I'd get this pina colada for like $11, and then you could go to the pool if you were not staying there. That's what it was.
You're right. I do remember being a little awkward there.
Yeah, I remember we always felt like, are we allowed to be here or whatever? But it was on top. It was a rooftop pool, and it was super cool. And that place was awesome. Like it was packed 24/7. And when we went there in 2020,
American, and you had a bathing suit on, and you're at the rooftop.
Yeah.
They're not gonna turn you.
Yeah. When we went there in 2020, the whole thing had gone out of business, and that whole area was kept up by this casino. So that entire area was like desolate. And it was sad because that was the most liveliest area in Panama City.
Hey Randy, happy 4th of July to you.
Happy 4th of July. We're talking Panama City, Panama. And it was so fun. Like, we had so much fun in 2012 to 2013. And then we went back thinking it would be cool in 2020. It was terrible. Like, for one thing, they were insanely strict. I mean, men and women couldn't even go out on the same days. You had certain hours you could go shopping, which was like a 2-hour window. You could shop on those days you were allowed to go. And you had to wear a mask everywhere. Like, as soon as you stepped out of your home, your domicile, you had to have a mask on. Like, outside, everywhere. And the curfew was 7 p.m. every day. And it was like you couldn't go out at all on Sundays. Sunday, no one was allowed to go out. It was only the little motorbikes would deliver food. Remember that? Oh, it's crazy. But, all right, your turn.
Okay,
I'm going to eat my food.
Okay,
yeah. Thank you, guys. Happy 4th of July. Pass you off to Jedi Rich in his cool hat. I have the same hat, but I decided to wear these instead. I have a lot of 4th of July like dilly dallies, but I was like, I don't really have a lot of 4th of July shirts. So this was my only one.
Here, I'll switch the camera over.
Okay. The microphone on.
Oh, your steak's done.
Oh, it is? Okay, great. Do you want some?
No, all right.
Okay, I'm full too. I'll ask Gloria if she wants some.
Yeah, all right.
Give me your microphone.
Oh, it's on the bed.
Okay. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Come on. Let's go see what Gloria's up to. She's always fun to hang out with.
Yeah, she's probably looking forward to dancing tonight.
Yeah. We got a steak for her for breakfast too. Hello.
Hi, Rich.
What are you doing? Look what we're doing here. Would you like a steak for breakfast?
That would be fine,
Okay. Come on, I got one ready.
but I don't want the whole thing.
I'll give you some pieces. I'll cut it for you. Do you want eggs or anything with it? Okay. Okay. Good thing, because I have a steak ready to go. This is just another example. It's another example how as a Jedi, I trusted my feelings. See, remember, like Joy was asking, "I want the steak," I was like, and then she went out and she made those burgers, and I ate those, and now I'm full. Forgot about the steak, and now Gloria would like a steak, so it worked out perfect. So We got Annette a karaoke machine, a Bluetooth karaoke machine for Christmas this year, but she doesn't really use it. So so we put the speaker out here so Gloria could connect it to her iPhone, and Gloria listens to music all day long on that thing. You can hear it right now. Here, I'll show you. This is the steak we did. Now we got this steak. I think it came from Albertsons, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, this came from Albertsons. Okay, she doesn't want very much, so we'll give her this, and then I'll eat that later. So yeah, so you guys have been asking, like, you know, why we haven't been streaming as much and why we don't make as many videos as we used to. Well, you know, when we made those music videos and we were like really ripping shape and traveling around and stuff, it was just me and Joy. I mean, that was it. We weren't here. We weren't taking care of things here. We were just out exploring our art. And now we've been here for almost coming up on 3 years now. So we've really kind of settled in, and now we're kind of like, it's just different. So we have, like, you know, we have responsibilities. So, like, you know, a little breakfast for Gloria, for example. So that's why we don't have as much time as we used to. Here you go. Would you like some orange juice or water or milk? Okay, great. Hold on. We get her some orange juice. Come on. Someone drank the orange juice. It's out. We'll have to get some later. Gloria, we're out of orange juice. We'll have to get it later today. Would you like something else other than orange juice? Milk. We have milk. Gloria likes milk with her meals. Here you go.
Thank you.
Okay. Chugga chugga choo choo. All right. I'll leave this out here if Annette wants it, but I'll eat it later if they don't. None of them eat it.
I love to surround myself
Here,
with
I'll
people
show you.
who don't think the way I do.
So,
I love to be challenged by others because that's the only way that you.
So
actually
Gloria's got
conquer
this
all
new thing.
biases, is when people around you that
Can you skip
trust
the ad?
and you know they have the best interest.
You have to
of
listen
your
here. Let me see.
organization in mind
I
as
think you
well.
can skip it. Let me
When
see.
they challenge your thinking and force you to rethink your approach.
Me and Trump. I look at him. He looks at me.
I don't know.
It is the most intense moment of my life. Hello,
Is that the music you want?
everybody. I'm
Here.
Gene Carroll.
Let me put you on your music
and
channels.
I'm here to introduce my fabulous.
We have
new
some music
audiobook.
channels that
It's
that
titled
don't
Not
have any
My
commercials. Okay.
Estoy haciendo la mejor salsa del mundo. Salsa Mix.
Do you want the videos?
That's good. That's good. Sometimes I see it.
Okay. We're going dancing tonight.
Yeah. Nana's excited.
And then we're going dancing tonight.
Yeah. Be fun.
Yeah, we're going to go dancing tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day.
All right.
Okay. All right. Let's get down to business. I'll give you one more night to get this. Hey guys, thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing, thanks for joining the channel. You know, the more we can do this, the more we can do other stuff. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Maybe if we get lucky, we get Joy doing a little karaoke later. Maybe later we get Joy doing a little karaoke. What do you guys think about that? Yo! Happy 4th of July, everybody. Hope you're all with your family, having the best day ever. You know, doing a little barbecue. You know, hopefully Dad took the day off, man. Right? Dad's hopefully not at the office right now today, is he? Or Mom. I was referring to my childhood. Dad often worked on 4th of July. Because we had a hardware store. Yo. You're right, man. It's a little too light in here. Uh-oh. We got a malfunction. Guitar repair 101. Ah. I don't know if it's still in tune though. Definitely not. Okay, I think I might have fixed it. All right, got it back in tune. Whew. Okay, guys. What's, huh? Noon, so it's coming up.
Yankees and Mets.
Yankees and Mets. You ready to chat more? Or you want to take a little breather? Okay, let's switch it over. Grab the thing. Grab that one over there. And grab this guy over here. Joy will kind of sum it up. It's like we got some things to, I don't know. We'll see what's going on.
Hello. Hey, thank you, Jedi Trigger Man. Do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Get down tonight. Do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Get down tonight. Here, let me turn this light. Let me turn this light. Thank you, Jedi Trigger Man. We love Jedi Trigger Man. He's a Jedi.
Jedi Trigger Man absolutely loves the Radio Nathan.
Nation song?
Actually, a couple people do.
Really?
Yeah, because I've been playing it before every one of these things is trying to catch on, and they're like, it is a good. First of all, how could it not be a good song, right? It's a remix, so it's an amazing remix. Mm-hmm. So it's some of the best artists, DJs around. Anyway, secondly, but the thing is though that. Point out that it was kind of unfair because we hit that 1 million views. It was going. It
happened right before the pandemic.
Yeah, explain that. Like why?
So we hit 1 million views.
We thought we were on our way.
Like you can't even see that anymore. The videos now don't show the views, the old videos. So like it hit 1 million and then you can't even see anymore. But anyways, the video still exists out on one of. Tweeted by Barstool Sports, but this was like the end of 2019. And right when like the pandemic stuff was starting to hit. And actually, I think, the song we had written in 2020. Sorry. We started doing that we were filming the stadium. But the song I think was in 2020. And then I remember one of the last times I sang the song was March 17th. 2020, and I was in all green and I was like singing in front of the stadium, and then that day we went to Caesars and they shut down all the casinos on St. Paddy's Day. And so right when we got like our 1 million views, and we got 1 million views primarily from hate, but some of it was love. Kate from Barstool Sports was the one that retweeted and wrote an article about us, and it was loved us, but a lot of it was just hate. And so then the pandemic hit, and so then everyone forgot about us. So then after the pandemic hit, like we got like no views for anything, because that's all anyone wanted to talk about. Like I'm saying, like the last time I remember singing the song was March 17th, so then it was crazy to go from like getting all these views and all this attention to like nothing. And so that was our first experience of like kind of taking off and then falling on your face. So it took a long time before anyone really wanted any sort of like fun stuff again. And we were always making fun videos. We were always making like stuff like just dancing around and, a fight for your right to party kind of stuff. And people got so somber during the pandemic.
Ro King says, you look beautiful today, Joy.
Oh, thank you. Are you gonna put
it on? That makeup on or no?
I don't know. My face is
all natural today, or?
Pretty shiny. Could use a little, but it doesn't matter. No, it's fine. Let me see.
Yeah. All right.
Now it looks weird.
Yeah. Okay.
It made me look weird.
I'll put it back to normal.
Yeah, put it back to normal.
There you go. There's your normal.
Higher. It makes me look weird. I think I look
nice. Does he look nice that way?
I don't know. You're
such a cowgirl.
It's fine. You can leave it. I feel like it like morphs my face, but then I look like an old lady with it.
Yeah, maybe it does morph your face a little bit. Okay, you might be right. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Freak.
Does it more a little more natural now?
Oh, that old lady then? Whatever. It's not gonna get better. I'm 40 years old, I better embrace it. When I put like stuff to make me look like I'm not 40, then it like throws people off when they see the real you. Like, what the heck happened there? So I'd rather just be natural. I've always been about being like natural, even like with my job. Like I don't wear much makeup, and it's weird in my job because I don't know. I'm not. So I actually don't look that good with a lot of makeup. Like I look good with a little bit of makeup, but a lot of makeup and I look like a clown. I don't know, my face doesn't. There was the girl that we dated for, Cassie, tried to do a lot of makeup on me one night, and it was just terrible. I had to take like 95% of it off. I was like, nah. She's like, you do look weird with that much makeup. But yeah, I'm such a tomboy. So, anywho, for those people that are new, like so confused. So we live here with my mother-in-law because she was not taking care of the household, or my sister-in-law Annette, who has schizoaffective disorder. And so it's a really weird situation here. This is not ideal really for anybody, but we're just kind of just dealing with the aftermath of what happened. And why I keep going to New York is because there's like, she got so behind on her bills So it's just a lot. Like we're so overpaying for like everything right now. Like we're so overpaying for the mortgage and stuff because she's behind. So like we had to get it refinanced, but they're like so much more than it should be for this place. You know what I mean? But I don't think it would make sense for us to move because Gloria and Annette really do like this place. But it sucks because it's only a 2-bedroom and there's 4 of us. So I would like, if we ever can in the future, to get a bigger place, you know, so Gloria can have her own room. But I don't know if that's going to happen. So we try to make the best of it. But it's very still messy now, but it used to be way worse. So my mother-in-law was a hoarder and really didn't clean for like 10 years. So it was pretty bad. And we've received a lot of hate because we got mad at people when they were telling lies and kept they kept on police on us and, you know, adult services and stuff when we're really just trying to help. And we and Richa have gone out of our way and sacrificed our lives to be here. This is not where we want to be, you know. We actually want to be in Manhattan. Hey, Jedi Trigger Man, thank you. Do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight, get down tonight. Do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight, get down tonight. Thank you. And we used to get a lot of donations, and then everyone started contacting all the people that were donating to us, and like it became like.
Oh, you already did.
Like yeah, yeah.
I was delayed.
And
That's all right.
You come do it with me.
Okay.
Do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight, get down tonight. Do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight.
Get down tonight. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, we received a lot of hate, just from other people that were jealous that our channel was doing so good, and so that was unfortunate. But it's starting to get better now, and so it's like, but it was unfortunate because all along, me and Richard have always just kind of wanted to like make fun stuff and have everybody have fun, you know. Even like that was all our original channel was about, but people never understood. Like they just thought it was childish that we wanted to like, you know, dance around and have fun. Like, well, life's too short to just be miserable, and we both lost, you know, our favorite parent and a brother, so we know that life is short. So we'd rather have fun than just be grumps and act like adults all day. Oh, you guys act like children. Well, yeah, you should. Children have fun, and children have free spirits, and children aren't so hateful usually. It takes a while usually for people to get so hateful, and that comes with years. And so, I don't know, it's just, we really have always been shocked by the amount of hate we've received. We never expected it, like especially with the Raider Nation song, that we were really shocked by, because we just were having fun. And hey, thank you, Eliza. Oh, happy 4th from Canada. Do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight, get down tonight. Do a little dance, make a little love. You gotta get in here. Come on.
Happy 4th from
Canada. Canada. Do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight, get down tonight. Do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight. Get down tonight. Yeah.
Hey, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thanks, Canada.
Thank you. That's so sweet. Yeah. Happy 4th from Canada. CA reminds me of California. That's where I'm from. But yeah, really appreciate the love today. Thank you guys. Yeah, it really sucked because we just stepped in to try and help Gloria and Annette, and this place was horrid when we got here, and it's still not great, but you know, we do the best we can. I mean, I'm always cleaning all day, and then, you know, unless I'm sick, as much as I can. But it's harder to do anything extra, like you go, why don't you scrub the walls or whatever. Like I'm just getting the basic chores done. But going to Manhattan takes a lot out of me, but I'm also glad I get to go because we're living in a retirement community, and as much as like me and Rich are just kind of okay, we're just, you know, just doing whatever. I don't think the universe wants us to like basically be dead already, kind of like, you know, like these people here just come here to die. It's a retirement community. And so I think they want me to go have these experiences and have the craziness of maybe even the drinking and stuff, and have to like deal with the ups and downs of life, because in the last couple of months I felt more alive than I've felt in years, you know, just like this going back and forth to New York. And even though I felt shitty and I've hurt myself, I've injured myself, this time I didn't injure myself, so that's good. I got one for any other time. But that March one, you know, with the incident, oof, jumped out of the car, tuck and rolling out of the car, that still hurts. Did you know my elbow still hurts? Yeah, it still hurts. And a scar on my, oof. This time, no injuries, but I just didn't feel good. I did not feel well. I didn't even feel good the last day.
What's the bed bug update from last year at this time?
Well, what we do is we to keep them away. Like whoever told us about that, all you do is you put the powder, like Richard powders it all over the bed. We pull back the sheets. We do it about, and it's really kept it at bay. It's amazing, because that was the only thing that worked. I mean, we were spraying, we were setting out bed bombs, insane. Yeah, the bed bugs were the worst thing. There's still a little bit, but it's nothing like it was, you know. And when if I start to see that I get a bite, then I say, oh, get the powder out. And then that seems to get rid of it. And it's not something that can hurt the bunny. We read about it, so, because it falls on the ground. Because I was worried about that, but it's totally safe. So, yeah, there's bed bugs. And so, yeah, like, there's also this thing of, like, I think the universe sometimes, like, I have a tendency, I don't pamper myself in any way. So I think going to New York is kind of how, you know, because I get to, you know, sleep in these really plush beds without bed bugs, you know, and I do think the drinking is just kind of, like, my thing that I get to do, kind of like, and I don't know if I want to keep doing it because it is very detrimental to me, but it's kind of like, because it's always been like my kind of vice in a sense, and so it's not a good one for me, but it's also not like it's a legal thing, and it's safe enough, you know what I mean? Because like it's a legal thing that's safe enough for people. It's just with me, I have to be careful because I overdo it. But so it's like it's one of those things that's like, you know, within reason I can handle it, but I do sometimes get out of hand. So it's not the end of the world. Like people are like acting like, oh my God, because I don't do any drugs or anything like that. It's just the alcohol. But I kind of hope maybe I don't do so much next time, or maybe not at all, because it feels much better not drinking. But something about when I'm in New York, I just kind of like having that, I don't know, it's like my thing when I'm there, you know? So I don't know, we'll see. Each trip is a different journey for me. But I am looking forward to going back, because I think if I kind of keep with like a consistency of going, it'll actually be easier. I thought that was making it harder, but I think like if I can kind of get more a rhythm, instead of like this thing of like, sometimes what'll happen in Vegas, it'll be really, really slow for a really long time, and I'm just like sitting around and I get like depressed and bored. So we're now kind of being on the forefront of like, let's not just sit around in Vegas. Let's like go to New York, and then when I come back, you know, not have to work as much, and then go back to New York. So. And I think it's a good shake-up of the whole household, you know, give everybody a little space, because it is a small house too. So, you know, as much as everybody misses me, it's also nice to, you know, only have 3 people in the house sometimes too. So I think that is, and also, you know, I'm the married in person, so they're all blood relatives. So I think it's good for them to have that time together sometimes too. And we're still fully connected the whole time. I mean, me and Richard almost talk more when I'm in New York than when I'm here, because we're like FaceTiming the whole entire time. And I just think it's good. Like, I really think it's good for our relationship. Me and Richard like to just hang out all the time, and we would never normally choose to, you know, be apart. But since Richard needs to stay here with the ladies and make sure everything's taken care of here, he can't come with me, because he normally would just go with me. We've always just gone everywhere together. And I think it's good for us to have that separation a little bit, just because we don't like to do that, but they always say, that's a little too codependent. So I think it's good. It does make us appreciate each other more, because we miss each other, And then if we are just always around each other, you start to get on each other's nerves. So I think it's a good thing, and I really do love New York, but I also really love Vegas too. And I like that here I can be in the sun and I can get tan and it's warm. There it's like often cold, but I do like the cold sometimes, but I get tired of the cold, like if you live there all the time. And the fast pace. So like when I left New York this last time, like I was so ready to leave New York and I didn't even want to go back. I was like, I'm so tired of New York. Because after 2 weeks, like I'm tired of New York. But then I came back here, and now after, like resting and having all this kind of time to relax, I'm like, all right, I don't mind going back like towards the end of August, And I think like kind of having the differences I kind of enjoy now. It creates some variety in my life. And I kind of feel like I have two homes, And I feel so at home in New York, but then I've also felt so at home in Vegas. And I think Nevada means home or something like that. And so I don't know, I kind of feel like I have the best of both worlds. So when people like try to make it out to be something like to taint it, it's not right, because I'm actually very happy with my situation right now. I didn't, in the past I was upset because I thought that we weren't going to do it, and then, I just thought we were going to do the blogging, but now I realize like I wouldn't have been happy just doing the blogging, like because that would have been too boring for me. I would have been sitting around all day, so like sometimes what we think we want is not what we really need, and then you find out later, oh yeah, this is way better, And so I'm actually really enjoying kind of the contrast. And it is a very different pace. Like when I'm here, I'm like, I sleep all the time. People think like, oh, you're depressed. I'm like, no, it's just because like I don't sleep much when I'm in New York, and here's a different pace. It's a retirement community, so it's like, and sleep is good, especially when you're old. Like people have this misconception like you'll sleep when you die, but you look crappy if you never sleep. Sleep is like the best way to like make you look good.
Really, sure is.
Yeah. Do you want to take over?
I can.
Yeah.
I can. Okay.
Yeah. Are you?
You want my burger there?
Oh, are you?
I'll eat it.
Yeah, you eat it. Are you getting hungry?
Yeah, I can eat some hot dogs. Oh wait. Oh, before you sign off though, because it's easier because I don't remember. I mean, you probably have a better recollection. I don't know if you want to get into it now if you're trying to wrap it up. But someone was asking, how was I always okay with this job? I remember being like...
He was very difficult in the beginning. He would call me all the time and stuff. And sometimes even call the clients in like Panama. But it all happened in Panama.
So weird.
Yeah, no, he emailed a couple people. It was very strange.
No, I'm embarrassed.
Yeah, I know. But,
I gotta go.
but I
Say
pretty
that. It's easier for you.
quickly
I
told
forgot
him
about
that
that.
he
So
can't
yes,
do that. Unless if we're gonna do this for a job, like you can't do that kind of thing. Like, unless you don't want to do this for a job, you gotta make the decision. Yeah, it was very difficult for him at first, and I never knew like what he was gonna be like when I got home, because he could get really worked up, like according to like how long I was gone. And in Panama, I drank, so a lot. So sometimes I would lose track of time with my clients, and then Richard would be really upset, because I had been gone a really long time, and it would just worry him, and I'd come back wasted. One time I came back like so wasted, but like I brought back like all this like really a lot. So sometimes nice meat, like those these ones, they're like the sliced meat with they're really expensive, really nice, and like all this really nice cheese and this really expensive champagne.
Okay, I'm taking over now.
What were those meats called? Remember that time I brought back, I was really wasted, but I brought back all those nice meats and cheeses and champagne.
What were those? Those charcuteries all the time.
Charcuterie.
Oh, really fun. Okay, I'm gonna take over.
Okay, I'm gonna
make some hot dogs.
You can have it showing me, but I'm not gonna talk.
Okay.
For the hot dogs.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine, guys.
My lunch.
Happy 4th of July,
close enough to
everybody.
lunch. Because I want to make it before the game.
Hope you guys are having the best 4th of July ever.
Make his hot dogs and then my burgers.
Let me say hey to the chat real quick. What's up, chatters? How you guys doing today? You guys all having a good 4th? What are the plans? You guys gonna get out of here? Go do something fun? Good. Get out of here. Go do something fun. Man, that was a long time ago. Everything. Joy's just nuts. She's just nuts. I mean, if it wasn't, yeah, I would have all. I would have all my stuff still. Probably I'd be in Oregon, but I'd probably be like working, like, well, I'd probably, it would have been a very, what she would call a boring life. And now, it's always easier to look back and say, gosh, it would have been so much easier if I would have just stayed, just stayed with my job and not, followed Joy and just done all this crazy stuff. But then she pointed out that I wasn't particularly that happy, so, whereas I can honestly say, well, it hasn't been all pancakes and butterflies. It certainly has been interesting, to say the least. I'm really happy now. I guess so. Joy seems. It's hard. It is hard to say, because it's like I said. You have to. It's hard to view yourself as you were, because you're looking at it from this angle. Like you're looking at it from the driver's seat. It's really hard to see how your car is driving and how it hit when you're actually driving it. So, having a passenger, or better yet, even like a wife or a partner, that's a really good. It's good because they usually can kind of see things a little clearer about yourself than you. Anyways, point is that yeah, my life would be very different now. I would be in Oregon most likely. Be very, very normal. It wouldn't be normal. I don't know. Who knows? Who freaking knows? Wouldn't it be weird to be able to have the ability to know all that? To split it? Anyways, 4th of July. I don't want to get into this shit. You guys, if we're all good on chat, I'm good too, because I'm ready to have some hot dogs. That's what I need to have. Because it's 4th of July. Jedi Triggerman, thank you for the donos. Lisa, thank you for the donos. Joanne Sabo, thank you so much. And obviously all the members and supporters and mods and thank you for joining us today and having a good day. I know. She was talking about Jedi Sugar Skull. She's talking about probably because she has a background in real estate. Her stepmom admitted real estate, and well, I'm pretty good at marketing and sales. So, yeah, I could get my real estate license too. But I would think that I could just do the back end marketing and that stuff. That'd probably be something of that. But in the meantime, sounds like Joy wants to go to New York right now. That's kind of, again, you guys keep saying why don't I do this? Why don't I do that? Well, it's not that kind of deal. Because if I did that, then I wouldn't be with Joy. Joy would have picked someone else, or just be on her own or something. She's not a person that likes to be told what to do. If you guys haven't figured that out yet. Okay, kiddos. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful 4th of July. We will probably be back on later after the Mets game. I got to get my bets in order. Want to thank him. Cheers, bro. I drink beer right now. Oliver, please do. Have one on me. I really appreciate it. Okay, guys. We will check you guys a little later today. Bye, Snoop.
Maybe now you're gonna hear this one. Sun shining. Yo. I don't hate players. I love the game. I'm a shot clock, way above the game. Be point blank with you. The game.
I got all this work on me. I ain't come for play.
You can show the little shorties how you pump and thing. The dog.
Not to death. I'm not impressed. I'm not amused. I'm not confused. I'm not to do. I'm a grown man business. I'm not in school. Put your hand down, youngin'. This is not for you.
on my jail, my beats with the Kanye, yo.
Your name on the market, your name off the payroll. Style fresh
like I'm still a Dayo, and it's been like that since the Dayo.
On more time than a Rollie or Seiko.
Step on deck, your neck, or do what I say. So get up, forget out, get down and lay low.
Stand in the shadow.
Let's move. Shout out to my man Khalid Kweli. We on top. Shout out, check it out.
Check it out. Slim Jedi.
Cast a big shadow.
Cherokee red to shoot the long arrow.
Got more skill, more aim, and more ammo. You can get it all from a big or small barrel like
Hail Mary, full of grace. Jedi.
Come and shoot up the place and make you pull up your face. The death.
I pull out the from the jungles of the Empire State where there ain't no escape.
7
718, and that's like every night, every day. From the place that I settle insane, collecting my pay.
Blast off, and I'm back to the cave. Hold it
down for my family straight.
Represent in a family way.
Full ball, not for amateur play.
Big Ross, it's an amateur stage. Present, the camera's ready.
Long time man.